Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park on this Friday, November 25th, 2022. Sunny skies at the moment peeking through the clouds as we have a fast track to play on. Temperature around 7 degrees Celsius. The wind is coming from the west, enough of a good breeze. It's got the flags moving, so we'll see if that's a factor. Should be pushing them up the backside, but likely into their faces as they come down the lane. 6 qualifiers on tap, as mentioned. First qualifier moving in behind the gate. A couple of driver changes. James McDonald drives 1, Sven Seelster, and Bob McClure drives the 4, Easy Breezy. From the inside out, we have Sven Seelster, a 2-year-old colt. James McDonald for trainer Greg McNair. 2, Our Royal Port, 3-year-old colt, trained by Shane Weber with Sylvan Filion. 3, Give Me Carrots K, 3-year-old gelding, trained and driven by Phil Houdon. And the 4 is Easy Breezy, a 4-year-old mare, trained by Nick Liadis. The driver is Bob McClure. So they're off in trotting here in qualifier number 1 in Our Royal Port. Pushes ahead. So that one's outside. Give Me Carrots K and Easy Breezy also stepped forward. And the rail starter Sven Seelster will let those 3 rivals push ahead and will sit fourth as they head towards the opening turn. So the leader is Our Royal Port. 3-year-old son of Archangel is up front. First appearance since September 19th. We had a breaker into the first turn. Easy Breezy has jumped it off. So they race to the opening quarter, 2 lengths in front. Our Royal Port opening panel was 30-2. They move into the backstretch off a 30-2 opener. Our Royal Port showing the way. Give Me Carrots K is trotting there in second, a couple lengths off the leader. Then it's a break of a half dozen lengths back to Sven Seelster in third, and well back to that first turn breaker, Easy Breezy. That one is the trailer. So racing towards the midway point, and the lead shrinks a little bit here for Our Royal Port, who's in full control for Filion. Looking to get right onto the leader's back is Give Me Carrots K, and inching in a little closer, Sven Seelster from third. The half was 1 minute and 4/5, so identical, 30-2 opening splits. As a half mile down, a half mile remaining. Final turn coming up next. It's Our Royal Port. 2 for 15 on the season, a mark of 155-1 for this Archangel colt. Our Royal Port has 5/8 of the mile complete, starts to stretch the lead out a little bit once again. Give Me Carrots K there in second. And then the 2-year-old colt Sven Seelster, that son of Muscle Mass, is about 5.5 lengths off the leader as they went by 3/4 in 1:30-1. So they did pick it up there in the third panel, off the turn and into the stretch after a 29-2 third quarter. And we'll see if Our Royal Port can seal the deal. Has a couple lengths on nearest rival, Give Me Carrots K. Sven Seelster back in third, and Easy Breezy is the trailer in fourth. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Our Royal Port is almost home. Give Me Carrots K is chasing and trying to get towards the wheel, edge of the tote board, and it's Our Royal Port who will go all the way. Give Me Carrots K finishes in second, defeated a length and a half. Then third was Sven Seelster, and Easy Breezy will cross the wire fourth. The time of the mile was 1:59-3. Starting gate begin to move into position for our second qualifier. Scratch number 4, George Hanover. One driver change, number 5, Undercover Hill. The driver will be Tyler Jones. 2-year-old Pacers here for qualifier number 2. Number 1 is King Jules, a 2-year-old colt by Better Than Cheddar. Trained by Jim Wellwood. The driver is Austin Sorey. So number 1, King Jules, as mentioned, Austin Sorey for Jim Wellwood. The 2 is Indigenous Hanover, gelded son of Lazarus, trained by Nicky Camania with James McDonald. 3, Better Forever, gelded son of Better Than Cheddar, trained and driven by Pat Hudon. 4 is Scratch. 5 is Undercover Hill, a Better Slight 2-year-old colt trained by Chantel Mitchell, make the driver Tyler Jones. And the 6 is War We Yankee, a Sweet Lou 2-year-old colt trained by Sean Stacy with Bob McClure. Well, back there is number 5, Undercover Hill. The rest of them are off and pacing, and it'll be War We Yankee from the outside. McClure surveying the situation, peeks down to his left, and will just push ahead as King Jules will settle second. Then third is Better Forever, getting away in fourth, Indigenous Hanover, and Undercover Hill after the struggles before the start. Pacing well now, looking to catch up to the top 4. Heading into the first turn, it is War We Yankee and Bob McClure. They will show the way from King Jules in second, Better Forever in third, Indigenous Hanover is fourth, and now in fifth, that is Undercover Hill. The opening panel, 30 seconds flat. So they move into the backstretch, and up front, it is the debuting Sweet Lou 2-year-old colt, War We Yankee, a $70,000 yearling purchase. The debut here this morning leads it by a length and a half. Tracking from second is King Jules. 2 lengths back then to the debuting Better Than Cheddar gelding, Better Forever, who's followed fourth by Indigenous Hanover, and a break of 5 lengths back to Undercover Hill. So War We Yankee bringing them to the midway point after a 30-second opener. Cruises past the half in 1 minute and 4/5. They head towards the final turn, 30 and 4 in the second quarter. It is War We Yankee looking very comfortable on the lead here. Tracking from second is King Jules. First appearance for this Better Than Cheddar colt since August 11th, and getting just a track right behind there is right up on the helmet as they're midway around the final turn. Break of 4 lengths, send to Better Forever in third. Indigenous Hanover, second time out for that one, races in fourth. And then fifth is Undercover Hill. They come to 3/4, and it'll be War We Yankee who spins them for home. 3/4, 130 and 1, 29 and 2 in the third panel. They're into the stretch. War We Yankee steps into the lane and drifts out several paths. So in second, King Jules will try to challenge back to Better Forever. Yet to tip off that one's back is Indigenous Hanover. Undercover Hill is the trailer, 16th remaining. It's still War We Yankee with the advantage. War We Yankee out towards the center of the track, though, is going to get the job done. War We Yankee will win it. Finishing in second is King Jules. Then it'll be Better Forever, Indigenous Hanover, and Undercover Hill, 159 flat. Final quarter, 28 and 4. Up next is qualifier number 3, gate moving into position. We're on the pace once again, 2- and 3-year-old pacers, as it'll be a group of 6 fillies to take their positions. Bob McClure drives number 6, Hollywood Hanover. Number 1, Not My Job. This is a 2-year-old daughter of My MVP. Dave Drew will drive for trainer Doug Clark. 2 is Absolute Euphoria, a 2-year-old daughter of Do Me That Again, James McDonald for Dominic Ledoux. 3, Fiery Shadow, a 3-year-old filly trained by Joe Pasco with Phil Houdon. 4 is Better Deal, 3-year-old filly trained and driven by Andre Goish. 5 is Night Legs, 3-year-old filly trained by Meg Crone with Anthony Hahn. And the 6 is Hollywood Hanover, also a 3-year-old filly. Blake McIntosh trains. The driver is Trevor Henry. So a group of 6, they're on the pace here for qualifier number 3. 2- and 3-year-old fillies swing into the stretch, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Better Deal is going to charge from the center and storms out of there. Also showing early speed is Night Legs to go right alongside. So Night Legs to forge the way around. Better Deal to take top spot. Moving up third there is Fiery Shadow. In between horses, Absolute Euphoria, a little bit of a handful. Down at the rail, Not My Job will cut the corner and holds ground. And then Hollywood Hanover will take to the rear of the pack. They're into the first turn, and it is Night Legs up front by a length and a half. In second is Better Deal. And avoiding that 3-hole, it looks like Fiery Shadow's just going to drive on here for Houdon. The opening quarter was 30 and 3. So they're into the backstretch, and here comes Fiery Shadow rushing up to take the top spot, trying to take it away from Night Legs, but getting a little steppy there was Fiery Shadow. Breaker, as they were moving into the backstretch, Absolute Euphoria in the debut was off stride. So it's going to continue to be Night Legs with the advantage. Fiery Shadow going to have to do it on the outside here as they come towards the half. Meanwhile, Better Deal wants to sit right on the leader's back there, third. Fourth is Not My Job. Then we go back to Hollywood Hanover and Absolute Euphoria, the trailer after the break. 59 and 2 was the half, so they went 28 and 4 in the second quarter, and they're into the final turn. It continues to be Night Legs, the daughter of Shadow Play, leading the way. On the outside, Fiery Shadow trying to dig deep here as she'll continue to grind away there out in the 2-path. Inside remains Better Deal, who's getting a trip behind the leader, 2.5 lengths back to the debuting Not My Job. Then Hollywood Hanover and Absolute Euphoria rounds things out. 3/4 was hit in 129. Off the turn and into the stretch, it had been Night Legs. Here is Fiery Shadow, the outside journey, not phasing as that one now pushes ahead and takes the lead with 1/8 of a mile to go. It is Fiery Shadow looking to split through, comes Better Deal. Then in Night Legs is now back to third. Hollywood Hanover moves up into fourth from Not My Job and Absolute Euphoria. So Fiery Shadow going to take this one here in qualifier number 3 for Phil Houdon, and will win it by 2 lengths. Finishing in second was Better Deal. Then it was Night Legs, followed by Hollywood Hanover, Not My Job, and Absolute Euphoria, 159 flat. Up next is qualifier number 4. A few driver changes here. Number 1, from a king to a queen, will be driven by Bob McClure. Number 2, DJ Seelster. The driver is James McDonald. And number 5, George Cam, will be driven by Pat Houdon. 1, from a king to a queen, a 3-year-old filly trained by Greg McNair, the driver Bob McClure. 2, DJ Seelster, 3-year-old gelding trained by Chantel Mitchell with James McDonald. 3 is Barry Bench, a 3-year-old gelding trained by Ron McDonald with Brett McDonald in the bike. 4 is Better Man, a 3-year-old colt trained and driven by Mark Etzel. 5 is George Cam, a 4-year-old trained by Kelly Duval-Lakai. The driver will be Pat Houdon. And number 6 is Backstreet Gambler, a 4-year-old gelding trained by Mike Bishop, the driver, Tyler Jones. Field of 6 for qualifier number 4, gate nearing the top of the stretch. Starting gate picking up speed, and here they come for the 4th. And they're off and pacing. First call out in the center is George Cam, as that one is powering forward, but right out in the center of the track for the time being, down to the rail. It is from a king to a queen. Then getting away behind that one, DJ Seelster lines up behind the next door neighbor, crossing over Backstreet Gambler to land in mid-pack. Then we go to Better Man, and the trailer as they go into that first turn is Barry Bench. Coming to the opening quarter from a king to a queen is going to trip the timer in 29 seconds even, and right on that one's back is DJ Seelster. Third is Backstreet Gambler, a few lengths then to Better Man, followed by Barry Bench. And George Cam, as we mentioned, got off the wings of the gate strong, but has been out in the center of the track and is the trailer side by side right now with Barry Bench at the back of the bus. So they're racing towards the half from a king to a queen. Has a loose lead now as it's 2 lengths, and this 3-year-old daughter of Art Speak is going to bring them to the half. She went by the opening quarter in 29 seconds even. With the wind at her back, she races past the half in 57 and 4, so a tad bit quicker there in the second split, 28 and 4 to be exact. On to the final turn they go. It is from a king to a queen. DJ Seelster getting the 2-hole ride. Then third is Backstreet Gambler. Fourth remains Better Man. George Cam is about 7.5 lengths from the lead, racing there in 5th. And your trailer 6 continues to be Barry Bench as they approach 3/4. So from a king to a queen is going to bring them through the third station and is in front by a little more than a length and a half from DJ Seelster. 127 and 1 for 3/4. Off the turn and into the stretch after a 29 and 2 third split. And from a king to a queen looks to close this one out. Tries to scoot away here from DJ Seelster. Meanwhile, Backstreet Gambler gets a little steppy and got off stride for a second. Resets there in third. Right along the pylons back and forth is Better Man. Then it is Barry Bench and George Cam. 16th to go from a king to a queen. Almost to the line now. And from a king to a queen is going to go all the way. From a king to a queen takes it. Second goes to DJ Seelster. Backstreet Gambler finishes third. Then it was Better Man, George Cam, and Barry Bench. 155 and 4, 28 and 3 final quarter for from a king to a queen. Here we go now for qualifier number 5. We're on the trot. Anthony McDonald drives 3, stay close. 1 is Good Golly Miss Molly, 4-year-old mare trained by Josh McKibben with Bob McClure. 2 Unbeatable Kemp, 3-year-old gelding trained by Dominic Ledoux with James McDonald. 3 Stay Close, a 5-year-old gelding trained by Ledoux with Anthony McDonald. 4 is Day at the Gym, 4-year-old gelding trained by Paul Cameron with Jody Jameson. And 5 is Run Director, the 7-year-old is trained by Shane Weber, the driver Sylvain Filion. A field of 5 picking up speed for qualifier number 5. And they're off and trotting, and it'll be Run Director and Stay Close. Those two firing forward. Splitting them was Day at the Gym off the wings, and that one is on the outside third. From the rail, Good Golly Miss Molly, and Unbeatable Kemp will get away in 5th. Past the wire for the first time, Run Director. Stepping forward, it'll be the veteran Run Director to lead them into that first turn. Stay Close in 2nd. Day at the Gym is in 3rd. Good Golly Miss Molly, and Unbeatable Kemp rounds it out as this field of 5 is tightly packed, racing to the opening quarter. There they are, nose to helmet, this group of 5, past an opening panel of 30-1. Moving into the backstretch, it is Run Director, the winner of nearly $700,000 for his racing career, a mark of 151-2. First look at Run Director since July 19th. Hasn't made a start this year, had 3 qualifying attempts back there in the summer. The last one being July 19th. It was actually a winning effort in 155. So back on track this morning, Run Director by 1.5 lengths from Stay Close in 2nd. Day at the Gym in 3rd. Good Golly Miss Molly and Unbeatable Kemp, as once again, no change in order. They stay tightly grouped past the half in a minute flat. On to the final turn, 29-4 in the second quarter. We'll see if Run Director ramps it up a notch here in this third split. 5/8 of the mile is now complete, and it continues to be Run Director. Stay Close 2nd. Now a 2-length gap back to Day at the Gym in 3rd. 2 more lengths then to Good Golly Miss Molly and Unbeatable Kemp at the rear of the field. They come towards 3/4, and Run Director takes them past that station in 128-4. So 28-4 in the third quarter, and they'll spin for home. It is Run Director with the jump on Stay Close, who starts to angle out now for McDonald. Day at the Gym in 3rd. Unbeatable Kemp moves up into 4th from Good Golly Miss Molly. So now looking to the rail instead will be Stay Close, as Run Director still has the advantage. Run Director coming into deep stretch. Up the inside, Stay Close is going to make things close. Run Director and Stay Close coming down to the wire. Stay Close up the inside, got it. Run Director was 2nd. Unbeatable Kemp was coming on there to get 3rd. Day at the Gym 4th, and Good Golly Miss Molly rounds things out 158-3. Here we go now for the 6th and final qualifier on this Friday morning. We have a field of 5, no scratches, couple driver changes. 1 Point to Sweet Lou will be driven by Ryan DeRoche. And number 3, Genesee, the driver will be Anthony Hahn. The 1 Point to Sweet Lou, 3-year-old gelding, trained by Jody Cullen with Ryan DeRoche. 2 is JM Bet on 6, a 4-year-old mare trained by Julie Robinson with James McDonald. 3 is Genesee, a 13-year-old gelding trained by Tyler Moore with Anthony Hahn. 4 is Silk Road Smash, 3-year-old gelding trained by Mike Bishop. The driver is Sylvain Filion. And the 5 is Armor Sealster, 4-year-old gelding trained by Gabby Sasso. The driver, Jody Jameson. Field of 5 taking their positions. Final qualifier for this Friday morning. Don't forget live racing continues here tonight. 7 p.m. first race post time. Live racing every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday through the winter months here at the Hawk. And we'll be back with our next qualifying session next Friday morning, post time 10 a.m. Pacers on gate. Here they come for the 6th and final qualifier. And they're off and pacing. Armor Sealster on the outside forges ahead. It'll be JM Bet on 6 getting away in second. Silk Road Smash is going to drop in behind. Then it'll be Point to Sweet Lou and Genesee. Armor Sealster, a few whip taps there from Jameson as that one now jumps and gets off stride. So off stride went Armor Sealster heading towards the first turn. JM Bet on 6 is going to inherit the lead. Following into that first bend in second now is Silk Road Smash. Then it is Point to Sweet Lou, Genesee, and Armor Sealster will have to reset. The opening quarter was 29-4. So on the lead here is JM Bet on 6, and that one who made a miscue in the second quarter, coming to probably the spot we're at right now, looks good on the lead here this morning as 3/8 of the mile are complete. Silk Road Smash is just going to follow real closely there in second. Then it is Point to Sweet Lou in third, a break of 4.5-5 going back to Genesee, and Armor Sealster is looking to catch up, get a little bit closer as they come to the midway point. The half is hit in 58-1, so the second quarter was 28-2. On to the final turn, and it is JM Bet on 6, a leader by 1.5 lengths from the 3-year-old gelding Silk Road Smash, who looks to trip right behind. 2 lengths back to Point to Sweet Lou in third, a break of about 9 lengths back to Genesee, and Armor Sealster is the trailer. They're midway around the final turn. JM Bet on 6, the 4-year-old mare, content on the lead, looking good this morning as she takes them past the third marker in 1:26-4. Off the turn and into the stretch. Middle half was 57 seconds, and it is JM Bet on 6. In behind is Silk Road Smash, who should have something to say. Point to Sweet Lou in third. Armor Sealster takes fourth from Genesee. Final 1/8 of the mile, JM Bet on 6. Filion now edging to the outside. Silk Road Smash to take a shot as they come into deep stretch. JM Bet on 6. Silk Road Smash got to the wheel. That's as close as that one will get. Coming to the line, JM Bet on 6 wins it. Silk Road Smash was second. Point to Sweet Lou third. Armor Sealster and Genesee 1:55-3.